Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mourinho challenge. Before we get started, of course, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more to obviously be coming your way. But today, like I say, we are at Barcelona. Unfortunately, the Liverpool deal didn't go through. We were pipped to the post by Carlo Ancelotti, so unfortunately he is taking over at Liverpool. But that did leave a space open at another club. So what we'll do is I'll show you how we've got on to the end of the season at Barcelona and let you know what's happening next season. To start with, though, it is Gijón versus Barcelona, last game of the season. I'll play through that so you don't have to watch that tragedy that's going to unfold there. We are third in the division, and we went for a very good bit of a run, really, at the end here. You can see a loss to Las Palmas was the only one in the last kind of 8 games or so. So we did very, very well in that sense. Unfortunately, Champions League, great. Did get knocked out by PSG in the Champions League, though, even though we have qualified for it again this season, which is good. We've done them a little bit of a favour there, even though we might be leaving. Otherwise, Memphis Depay is leaving for Inter Milan. Moussa Dembele left for Juventus as well. So there's a few little goings on that have occurred, and it's kind of left us in a bit of a funny position. And I can understand why clubs wouldn't be happy with me leaving at the end of the season when I've committed to something else, because I have lost all interest in Barcelona, considering we will be moving. So let's jump ahead and see where that might be too. All right, so here's our end of season review. We're going to fly through this one. It was unfortunately a 1-1 draw last game of the season, so not much has actually happened otherwise. But let's take a look at the new arrivals. Elkshire coming in from Copenhagen was, I think, a great deal. 9.75 million for a guy who's phenomenal. Curtis Smith, again, a 21-year-old from Man City, £24 million, but he's played very well. PSG let us have Lewandowski on a free, absolute steal. And then Moukoko coming in for £100 million, which I think he got better as the season went on, that's for sure. Milinkovic-Savic and Sangoz both coming in as well. Sangoz didn't play as much as I'd hoped, but he's probably more of a long-term signing for Barcelona. And then Milinkovic-Savic played very, very well over the short time he's been there. We saw obviously some exits. Akamak leaving to Inter, Digne to Monaco, Lenglet to Tottenham, Jorginho to Lazio, Lindelof to Valencia, Marlon to Tottenham. That was another one that went, which you probably didn't actually see. Dembele to Juventus. Coutinho went to Levante after leaving us on a free, and Sergio Aguero left as well. Loans, plenty of those, but one player to keep an eye out for is Shane Hallahan, who's third in the next gen list of wonder kid players to come up. So an Irish striker from Barcelona. An interesting little player, that's for sure. Someone has taken, like I say, keep an eye on. We did end up finishing third. We wanted to qualify for the Champions League. We did that. Unfortunately, there was no trophy for us this season. Getting knocked out in the first knockout round by PSG. Losing in the Spanish Cup in the first game against Cartagena. I mean, I don't really know what happened there. It was an absolute atrocious performance, and then in the Spanish Super Cup losing on penalties to Real Madrid as well. So no trophies at all at Barcelona, no trophies in Spain. So that's a little clue for you that where we're going next, it won't be in Spain itself. Lots of sponsorship money, but a lot of loss in other areas. Pedri, Ter Stegen, Araujo, Bellingham and Sergej or Milinkovic-Savic, all having their shirts sold very highly. Elkshire, Araujo, Smith, Zinchenko, Pozo, Ter Stegen, Gavi, Bellingham, Pedri, Lewandowski and Moukoko, all the players to be in the best 11. And accolades-wise, Robert Lewandowski is the oldest scorer for Barcelona, which isn't really a surprise. Finance player of the season, Ronaldo, Araujo. Kerr Smith, young player of the season, along with signing of the season. Goal of the season went to Barbosa. Top goal scorer was Pedri, of all players. Not one you'd probably expect with Moukoko and Lewandowski in the side, along with Barbosa as well, but not bad at all. And most assists went to Robert Lewandowski. But with that, we will be jumping ahead now to the point where we will most likely be showing you our next challenge and see if we can do any better with the next team we'll be taking on. Let's send Smith on an intensive language course to learn Spain. Why not? But I'll see you in just a second. And here we are. It is AC Milan that will be taking control of the Rossoneri. I think this is an exciting new venture in Italy. We'll have to see how it goes. They've done okay, to be honest. They finished third last season, coming runners-up in multiple competitions, getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League, Euro Super Cup runners-up, Italian Cup runners-up. So they're not quite winning anything, but they've obviously got the players to reach that. So I'm hoping that we can kind of take them to that next level to get those wins under the belt. Now, this is kind of the team that they've most likely would play. I mean, it's lovely to see Rafa. He's obviously was with us at Benfica as well. You never know, we might be able to bring a couple more players in. Sign players under the age of 21, we can absolutely do that. Work within wage budget, minimum 4-year contracts for first team players. Best youth system in the country and in the world. So, I mean, I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. It looks like they want us to win the Serie A next season, so I think that's doable and certainly something we should look at. You've got Paolo Maldini as the director, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's jump in and take a look at kind of the team, kind of the squad and what we've got in front of us and what kind of challenge there might be for us going into this. Okay, so looking at the team, there's some positives and negatives. We've got a goalkeeper, Federico Brancolini, who doesn't look too great. He's got some decent stats, but star rating-wise, not great. You've got Theo Hernandez, who's obviously very, very good fullback, so we want to get the most out of him. Tomori as well, an Englishman centre-half, looks very, very nice. Salamakis is another fullback that I think we could really get a lot out of. If we can use those fullbacks to the best of their ability, I think we can really get somewhere with it. We got Adil Alchiche, I can't say that word very well, who looks pretty decent. Romagnoli. We've got Højbjerg as well, who's in the side. Otherwise, there's a few players. Anthony Martial, Emre Can, Sabitzer, Richarlison, my nun, who's obviously in the squad already. So there are plenty of players who look pretty decent. And to be honest, some potential as well. Some Procopio. Oh, I'm not saying these names well at all. Luigi Valli as well. He's a bit easier to say. Otherwise, there's a few players in there who aren't looking too fantastic. Mattia D'Alessandro as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's take a look at budgets wise. So we've got a wage budget where we're over by 285,000. So I might just shift that over to kind of give us an idea as to what we could add to the squad. So 179,000, 30 million. So that could bring in a good player. Tchouameni's 120 million. That's never going to happen. It'll be interesting to see and have a look at kind of how our preseason goes, how things work. I'll jump ahead to the first game of the season, go through all the transfers with you guys. And yeah, I'll show you the first game of the season in this episode with AC Milan. So I'll catch you in a second. It'll take me a little bit while, but I'll see you in a sec. And here we are then. So we have obviously been seconds for you, but looks like a day, I think, for me, getting through pre-season. So I'll show you quickly how pre-season went for us at Milan in our first kind of season with them. We had some good results, I have to say. Some great results, to be honest. We played Juventus in our first game, losing 4-3 with a new tactic for them. So, I mean, the boys did very, very well to get a bit of a comeback going there. And we've got Juventus in the first game. So it will be a massive one because this could already decide if we're going to be fine for the title or not. We haven't got the group stage just yet for the Champions League. And then you've obviously got the Italian Cup and Serie A as well. Now, looking at the Serie A, we are predicted to come third in the league. So we're up there. We're not likely to win it, but we're up there to compete in, which is very, very good to see. We have only got Tomori, who's in the first 11 for the team of the Dream 11 or whatever it's called. It says their Media Dream 11. But I'm not too bothered about that. Transfer-wise, we were quite limited in what we got. I went for Son because he was a free agent. Unfortunately, he went to Barcelona, So they've just spat in my face, that's for sure, with how things have gone. So that was a bit frustrating. But looking at our transfer history, though, we can show you kind of who we have brought in and who has actually gone out as well. Going out, we have sold Anthony Martial for £40 million. He's gone. He wanted to leave, and it was just a case of getting as much money as we could for him. A couple of other smaller players as well, but Alessio Romagnoli has also left. He wanted to go. He went to some rivals in Lazio in the Serie A. But we have brought in a few players to replace Romagnoli. We have brought in Andrea Papetti from Chelsea. He came in for quite, to be fair, it's a lot of money, 25 million rising to 31. We also brought in Andrea Papa. He has come in from Fiorentina, actually. Yeah, that was a signing just for cover, just in case. Otherwise, we've got Jay, who has come in on loan from Flamengo. He may be a permanent signing as a centre-half. But we've also brought in Gabriel Barbosa. Gabby, the man that has been with us for a few seasons now. He's played for us at Benfica, and he played for us at Barcelona as well, getting a good record. So I'm hoping he can do the business in the Serie A as well. He has played in the Serie A before, so he's got a bit of experience there. The tactic we've been going for as of late is the 3-4-1-2. We've got Papetti at the back, Tomori, Emre Can, then the wide players going up. It's what we're all used to. Hopefully that would work. Unfortunately, the big thing is Theo Hernandez has been out injured, so he won't be able to play the first game, and so is Salamekas. So we've been very limited with the players that we could actually play in the positions we want them to play. But we've got Calabria and Richarlison playing in those positions. Papetti and Emre Can, obviously, either side of Tomori. Mainan in goal. Rafa just behind the likes of Barbosa and Gowrie, which I think will work because, I mean, again, Rafa has played this formation before for us when we were at Benfica. A good little player, I have to say, when he was with us there. I'm 33 years old now, so he's getting on a little bit, but we'll have to just jump into the game and hope he can do a bit of business. I'm hoping that, looking at the history we've had with AC Milan and Juventus, I mean, the one game we played, which was a friendly, we actually ended up doing okay in it. So I'm hoping now that we've had some time to kind of practice this tactic, it will help us in the long run, and hopefully do all right today. They've obviously got a fantastic team. Presnel Kimpembe, they've got Cooper Miners, they've got Mingueza, Tielemans, En-Nesyri, who played for us at Sevilla. So we know him very well, and we know he's very, very good. So it'll be tough. But with the likes of De Ligt as well, Simon, Dybala up top, they've got a very, very good side. And it will be a challenge. We've had to put two goalkeepers in on our bench. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with things. Inter already smashing Torino 5-0 in their game earlier today. So we're going to have to react to that. I mean, Juventus are already on top against us 12 minutes in. We are away from home, so it's going to be automatically tougher. But we've still got every chance to be able to get in this and get the win. And Naziri playing it back to Locatelli, off over to Mingueza, who is getting pressured, but is it going to be enough for us to be able to cut it out? It doesn't look like it. As Chiesa gets played through, he's going to look to cut it back easily to Tielemans. It is blocked, and Sabitzer clears, but then just lands, hitting someone, and lands on the edge of the box. Richarlison's able to head clear, but again, Richarlison's... I'm gutted that we haven't got the two wingers that we wanted to play there. If Theo Hernandez and Salamakers is playing, I think this could be a completely different game. But at the moment, we're doing okay. I'm not I don't want to throw anyone under the bus because it's no one's fault. But it's just upsetting. It's gutting. I'm gutted because I think we could have really done some good stuff here. But it's fine. We've got plenty of season to go and plenty of time to get better. Esposito will come on, though, for Rafa, as he's been very good in pre-season, coming on there in that attacking midfield role. So we'll definitely be using him in there. But looks like we have got a free kick. Sabitzer, early on in the second half, can he bang this in to the goal to get us a lead? It's not a bad effort, just skimming the top of the crossbar. So Juventus getting away with one a bit there as we let them off. But they come forward now from a corner. Dybala with that comes in, De Ligt with the header, and he is just completely outjumped. Who's marking it? Emre Can. not really surprised. He's not really a centre-back, is he? He's more for the going forward at the back, but it's a good header. They've gone for the near post. Emre Can's, I mean, I don't even think that's his man. I think Sabitzer's trying to mark the lit, which I don't understand, boys. Like, yeah, sort yourselves out. But there you go. We've got to try and make something happen now. So we'll go attack him. We've got to come out of the blocks. We've got to try and get a goal. So we will be attacking. I'm hoping this doesn't stunt our season. We've still got a bunch of our boys playing well. So there's no reason why it should. Calabria on the right-hand side is not having a great game. And we have had opportunities to score, but we're just not making it happen. They brought on the likes of Bailey, which is obviously very frustrating because they're very good. Esposito with a corner, though. The number 9, whipping it in. Can we get a header in on goal? No, it's headed clear. But Papetti does latch onto it on the edge of the box. He looks to recycle it out wide again to the other side to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Then Calabria again. The right winger turned right back to centre midfielder, turned centre half, who just play anywhere for us. Looks to get the cross in, but Højbjerg's ball is then just cut out. That was an awful, awful cross, and I don't think I've ever seen a cross quite as bad as that. And that challenge was awful as well. Højbjerg is having a mare. Why have we got him in the side? I do not know. I'm not in control of that, or wasn't in control of that when he got brought in. Papetti. It was cut out well, though, by Tomori. Papetti was able to bring it forward to Calabria as the ball is launched forward. Now it's Gowrie on this right-hand side who's received it. Can he get a ball into the box? He does. He finds Gabby. There it is. Gabriel Barbosa with the volley. What a goal. I mean, that is lovely stuff. It's great to see. 5 minutes to go till the end of the game, and it's a lovely ball down the line by Papetti to find Gowrie. Ball comes in, and what a volley that is by Gabby in there in the box from the penalty spot area to volley at home, making it 1-1. I mean, now it's just trying to not do anything stupid and end up losing the game from here. Tomori wins that into Papetti. They're playing a couple of 1-2s. Papetti, can you kind of please? No? Okay, you've played it. Look, I know I want you to play it short, but you don't have to. I mean, why are you playing it short there when you... I don't know. I'm not even going to... I can't complain. I have to stay quiet. If I speak, I am in trouble. That's what they say, innit? All the managers. Karsdorp, though, coming down the right-hand side for Juventus. Ball comes in. It's lofted high. Chiesa is going for it. Ends up falling straight to Magnan. I think it's something like that because he's French, isn't he? But, yeah, ultimately... not a great header, and we're able to keep hold of that. But Sabitzer receives the ball in the middle of the park from Tomori. Richarlison out left. Can he create something now? Looks inside, plays it over to Gowrie. Here we go. He's through 1-on-1 with the keeper. Can he finish? He's dinked him, and it's gone in. Is that off the bar? I don't know, but it is 2-1 in the final few minutes. I mean, I think we've deserved it, to be honest. Looking at the stats, looking at the XG, and we've created the chances. Juventus really haven't done much. Richarlison cutting in on his right foot, finds it over the top to Gowrie, who's through on goal, and dinks the keeper. Doesn't quite hit, skims underneath the bar as it goes in. What a lovely, lovely goal. And it looks like we're going to win it. Our first game in a competitive match for Milan. We've just beaten Juventus. What a result. It is between them, us, and Inter. Inter did win 5-0 against Torino, so that won't be happening. So we can't quite put them under, but coming back from 1-0 down against Juventus is a fantastic result, and Gowrie was brilliant in that game. And hopefully it continues. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on things. But yeah, there you go. That's the first game down. We've got a lot to go. We have got the Italian third round against either Fiorentina or Defino Pescara. So we'll be coming. We'll see that at some point. Otherwise, the Champions League as well. We'll obviously be coming back at the end of January, probably, just to update you on how things are going in all the competitions. But we will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know how you think we're going to get on at AC Milan. If it's going to be a better time in Italy than we had in Spain. And I will catch you in the next one.